I work here.
But this one we managed to keep, which was good, and we couldn't knock it down anyway because it's a great listed building. And so it dates back to 1828.
I was thinking it's a shame that they got rid of those buildings. Yeah, because they could have kept them. Because if you look out there now, they could have had them as the entrance into the place again.
Yeah,
you know, it's unbelievable. I'm still, you know, it's been open.
Book of Tottenham history. He says that it's got openings in 1958. The original name of the pub was Park Tavern, and it was the first season there was no. And then again, it was a famous club, famous pub that the players used to frequent after the match. I think different times. He acquired over the years, so I don't know if you're aware, but by the time he finished quite early because of his knee, and in the last few years he played, he had no cartilage in his knee at all, so it was like bone rubbing on bone. But so he couldn't train, so he was only allowed to go on a bike in the gym or do swimming and things like that. And yet, whenever he played, he was still the best player on the pitch, which was great. So the road went straight through there to see if there was any Tottenham related.
Heard and this and that. When they come out on the pitch, look at
that.
Brilliant road today though. Of course, Harry Kane. What can we say about Harry Kane? All-time legendary player for us. Played 435 games, scored 280 goals. Beat Jimmy Greaves' record of 266. But I'm going to be as bold to say, I still count Jimmy Greaves as our greatest ever goal scorer, even though Harry scored more goals. And I'll tell you why. Because, to give you a modern example, the person nearest on that list, or the most modern day person, and that's Alan Shearer, and he's fifth. And he scored 283 top flight goals, even though Match of the Day likes to tell me he scored 206. Football League existed before the Premier League started.
We went into
shot. Doing the tour, but yeah, no, depending on where you're working.
Wilson was a famous Tottenham MP, and he married Elizabeth Seymour, who actually, if you trace her lineage back, you can trace her back to Sarah Seymour from the Tottenham Grammar School. But she was the sole heir of the Percys, so there was no male heir at the time. So when she married Hugh Smithson, he became sort of like Lord Percy, famous physician. And so the Saraband. Show you where that was in a little while. Opposite you can see a blue plaque. So not that building because the building's been destroyed, but this is a newer building. But on that site was where Walter Toll lived. So if you don't know what Walter Toll was, he was
And Elliot's brilliant.
He killed when he went back to the war. But this is the reason why we play that game with.